War is merely the continuation of policy by other means. These 12 words reshaped the way nations understand conflict. This is Carl von Clausewitz, and this is On War. Carl von Clausewitz was a Prussian general, military theorist, and a veteran of the Napoleonic Wars. Born in 1780, Clausewitz entered military service at just 12 years old, and his experience on the battlefield shaped the foundation of his life's work. He fought against Napoleon, studied warfare obsessively, and eventually became the director of the Prussian War College. But it was during the later years of his life that he wrote his magnum opus, Vom Kriege, or On War. He died before finishing it, and his wife Marie von Brühl published it posthumously in 1832. Despite its unfinished nature, On War became a foundational text in military strategy. Clausewitz's most famous idea is that war is not an isolated act, it's politics by other means. He argued that war is never waged in a vacuum. It's always a tool of policy meant to achieve political objectives. This idea was revolutionary. It framed war not just as a clash of armies, but as an extension of national will. Clausewitz described war as a paradoxical trinity composed of three elements: the violence and emotion of the people, the calculated strategy of the military, and the political aims of the government. Understanding war, he said, required balancing all three. Lose sight of one and chaos follows. He also introduced the concept of friction, the unpredictable factors that make real war vastly different from theory. Plans fail, orders are misunderstood, weather changes. Clausewitz emphasized that commanders must account for the unexpected. Closely related is the fog of war, the uncertainty and situational awareness. Knowing what's happening on the battlefield is never as clear as a general would like. Clausewitz distinguished between absolute war, a theoretical total war of annihilation, and real war, where political, social, and practical limits restrain total destruction. He warned against letting war escalate beyond control, what he called the culminating point of victory. On War isn't just about 19th century battles. It's a living theory that still influences military leaders, strategists, and political thinkers. From Cold War nuclear deterrence to modern insurgencies, Clausewitz's ideas help explain why wars start, how they're fought, and, just as importantly, how they end. Even business schools study Clausewitz to understand strategy under uncertainty. His emphasis on goals, means, and adaptability applies far beyond the battlefield. Clausewitz wasn't without critics. Some see his work as too Eurocentric, too focused on state-on-state warfare. Others argue his dense writing style makes the book difficult to understand. But even critics acknowledge Clausewitz changed the way we think about war. His work laid the intellectual groundwork for modern military doctrine. Clausewitz believed that understanding war was essential to preventing it. On War is not just a book about violence, it's a book about power, politics, and human nature. Over 190 years later, his words still echo through every battle plan and diplomatic move. Because in the end, war is never just about force, it's about purpose. What do you think of On War? Is Clausewitz's theory of war still relevant today? Leave your thoughts in the comments section and make sure to subscribe to stay updated on future content.